Well, this episode went pretty much exactly how I figured it was going to go. Keeping two characters away from each other for fear they won't get along is a pretty standard sitcom trope at this point. And following that trope, I pretty much knew Thorax and Ember would get along by the time it was all resolved. But man, the journey to get there was just so much fun! Cliched plot aside, I would put this in the list of good Spike episodes, especially since it answered the question of if the map can call him. Although I do find it odd the map called him, he made the problem, and then he solved the problem. So, can the map see through time now? Yeah, I'm growing more and more convinced this thing is a TARDIS. Also, the meta-ness continues with Ember continuously mixing up Twilight and Starlight, which I find amusing because if you read the Art of Equestria book, they said they specifically designed Starlight to be a proto-Twilight. Plus, I can't help but feel it is a little wink to all the fans who've complained about the similar sounding unicorn names. Also, the shiny bit, possible reference to Sunset Shimmer? Although, I will say this, Starlight is more pink than purple, so Ember got that wrong. Well, speaking of those two in Twilight, it turns out she was right, they would get along. Well, at least at first when Starlight said she liked Ember. And then she started eating the castle walls. Which I really hope those weren't load-bearing pillars! Also found it interesting when Thorax was talking to Spike about his problem, how he mentioned a group of unreformed changelings. So they do exist! And I can't help but feel that's going to play into the upcoming episode with his brother. I just love all the callbacks and call-forwards in this season. Honestly, I think why I'm liking this season so much and why it's working so well is because we're just doing the simple slice of life stuff. The adventure stuff is fine and fun, but it's nice to just sit back and get to know the characters again. Or in the case of Thorax and Ember here, even more. And again, while their talk was predictable, I really liked how they did learn from each other and what they learned. I hope we get to see a follow-up on that sometime. And heck, why don't we throw Gilda in there and have a Griffin, Changeling, Dragon unification thing? And combine that with Equestrian, yeah, that'd be a heck of an alliance, wouldn't it? Huh. I wonder if they're building to some massive threat that would require all four of those nations to work together to stop it. Now that would be an interesting way to do Season 8, but I'm getting ahead of myself. For now, I'll just sit back and enjoy this episode for the fun shenanigans-laden thing it was. And hope that we get to see Ember and Thorax interact again sometime. Or just more of Ember in general. If nothing else, we gotta see how she's doing the whole friendship thing. But again, that's for later. For now, I'll just say yet again, I really love this episode, and I can't wait for the next one so I can share all of my pony thoughts.